Hi, everybody. My name is Buddy Gott. Welcome to Buddy's Writing Show. On tonight's show, I'm very happy to have with me my friend, writer Drew Avery. Welcome to the show, Drew.
Thanks, buddy. How's it going?
It's going really good, thanks. For anyone who's watching live right now, we did attempt to start the show a few minutes ago, but we had some technical difficulties. I blame. I don't know who I blame. Someone out there in the universe. It's not my fault. It's not Drew's fault. But thank you for tuning in live. We appreciate it. Drew, I do thank you for being on the show. We just planned this today, and we planned it today because you've got like a special, really cool thing going on right now, don't you? With your book, Reich.
I do. I've got a birthday special going on. I'm giving away for free.
That is fantastic. It's like, oh, I got something here I need to shut off. Sorry about that. I had a little technical glitch on my end. It's like the night of technical glitches, which there will be no more of. So tomorrow is your birthday, is that right?
It is.
And you're giving a birthday gift to everyone.
Yeah, I figure, I'm getting older, so instead of getting mad about it, I just share the wealth.
There you go. And you started this up today, correct, with the free giveaway?
I did. Actually, at KDP Select, you can start it way in advance and just schedule it, so I did it through there. I
Oh,
had
fantastic.
had a few things in work trying to make it so that it would get out there a little bit better than just Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, this free giveaway. But first, do you mind telling the viewers what Reich is all about? Because I read the description and I got the book today myself, and I'm looking forward to starting this one.
Well, Wright has a funny beginning. It actually started off as a short story called AH 158, and I kind of stole the idea from Aldous Huxley when he did Brave New World. And he started a timeline based off after Henry Ford. So they
Oh,
thought
okay.
there was AF, and what I decided to do was with that short story, I just thought what would be the scariest thing to live, what type of world would be scary to live in. One that was founded upon some type of religious rhetoric and fascism. So it started at AH just after Hitler. So it's 158 years after they thought Hitler founded the world, so to speak, with his Third Reich. And I wrote the short stories, about 3 or 4 thousand words, sent it to some friends. One friend said, "There's got to be a book, bro." I
Oh,
said, "No,
nice.
story." And he kept pestering me about it, so I finally started trying to make it a full book. I got a novella out of it, and that's kind of it.
Wow, I love that whole AH thing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
you
like that
know,
a lot.
all the good ideas have already been taken, so you just steal from the other guys. I don't think Huxley did that. He's been dead for like 50 years, so
Yeah, I don't think he's going to mind, and he's, maybe he's going to, check it out up there, and he'll be digging what you did with it.
yeah, we'll see.
So now you told me prior to the show you've done some free things before, with some of your stories, and you've had like mixed results with that. But from what you've told me, today's been gone great for you with this giveaway.
Yeah, over a year of publishing and just trying to get the word out through Twitter, which was a pretty modest following, and Facebook, which was more modest of a following. Over a year, it was just over 1,000 downloads, and I've gotten up to 750 today by itself.
Wow, that is fantastic, fantastic. Well, when this show's over with, I'm going to include a link, for your Amazon page and specifically for that book. So everyone definitely check that out. So it's running now through, was it Sunday or Monday?
It's going to Friday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 18th through the 20th.
Oh, okay, great, great. That's awesome. I congratulate you with all those downloads you had today. That's got to be making you. What a great birthday present for you, knowing you're going to have
Yeah.
all those people checking out your book.
Yeah, I'm kind of OCD. I keep checking the stats on it and trying to see if it's gonna hit the ceiling or anything. It keeps going up. All the things make his head get bigger.
Well, I wish you continued success with that, not just through Friday, but in the future too, because it really sounds like a great, great concept for the book. I'm gonna be taking a long train ride this weekend down to see my girlfriend. I'm in Delaware, and she's down in Williamsburg, so I'm gonna have like several hours on the train. So I think know what I'm gonna be reading. I'll be checking out Reich. And speaking of,
Yeah, I'm an hour from.
oh yeah, that's right, that's right. I forgot you were so close to her. That's awesome. You said you've been publishing for a year now. You've got some other things out. I wanted to mention them as well. Why don't we start talking about the Twin Cities series that you're involved with?
Right. That is a 5 author book series, urban fantasy. We call it The Realms. When I came up with the idea for it, I wasn't thinking about Game of Thrones, so I didn't rip it off or anything like that. It's completely different realms, and nobody called me on it. And one of the writers, Tom Manning, he's a huge Game of Thrones fan, so I'm surprised he didn't pick up on it and say, "Hey, man, you're stealing off George R. R. Martin." But um, maybe he wanted to. I don't know. But, yeah, I elicited a few writers, and I wanted to write some vampire fiction, and but I didn't want to do it all by myself. I wanted to build a big world, so I invited J.B. Cameron, Thomas Manning, Teresa Snyder, and Simone Baudelaire, and
Okay.
all 5 of us kind of talked through email and things such as that. Got a few ideas, and none of the books really are attached to each other, so it's not a series in the fact that it comes after the other. You
Hmm.
can start anywhere, but everything happens within the realms. There's a few characters that we share, but everybody just writes their own story however they want it.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And you have, am I correct in this? You have two that you've done in that series so far?
Right, I did Mr. Grimm, which is a guy who is a prisoner to the person who rules the realms, which is the Raven, who's a vampire, who's delusional and has a god complex.
Oh, wow.
And
He sounds
Mr.
pretty
Grimm is
cool.
pretty much an assassin.
Oh, nice, nice. That's pretty cool. I love the names there, Mr. Grimm and the Raven. Now, the Raven's
Yeah,
another book then
I
too,
was
right?
thinking about Bruce.
Okay, Drew, I don't know if you froze up for anyone else, but you
It's
froze up
weird.
for me there.
Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
okay. I think we might be having some more. I can. Yeah, I think that we got a little bit of lag going on. I think the gods of Google are not being too friendly with us tonight. So obviously they didn't hear they could be getting a free book tonight. So they're just not being too cool. But hopefully no more problems. So you got Mr. Grimm and the Raven.
Right.
And are you going to be now? Is that series ongoing, or is that with the other writers, or is that done with for now?
I'm taking a break, waiting for Tom to come up with his, and once he has his out, I'll probably write a third. Teresa's writing a second one, and JB's focusing on his other urban fantasy series. So we don't have a set publishing schedule where I claim January and somebody else takes February or anything like that.
Okay.
I'll write them as we want and
Oh,
uh,
cool.
loose basis.
Now, will you guys like? I'm just curious, just from a writing aspect, I'm a writer. Will you use each other's characters, or are you pretty much like? Will any of them be using Mr. Grimm or the Raven, or that's just pretty much your thing, and then they do their own characters in this world?
There's some shared characters, and the major characters are like the Raven and Mr. Grimm. That's my two major characters, and then there's a supporting cast. People like Remy and Victoria. They get shared in other people's stories. The
Oh,
Raven
cool.
is mentioned because he's the ruler of the realms,
Right.
and so they'll get mentioned, but they don't star in any of the other books. So
Gotcha.
those characters are sort of known. And then there's Shifting in the Realms by Teresa Snyder. She's got a character named Cody who might get mentioned in another book eventually, but that's her character. So however she describes them, whatever, we'd have to hold to that. We can't take liberties with each other's characters.
Right, right. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I like the whole idea behind the story and the worlds there, and the fact that you guys are, working on it together, and that sounds very intriguing. I want to check that out too. I think I might have something to read on the way back from my trip in Virginia on the train now. Oh, awesome. You've got some other things out too. Another one that looked really interesting to me was your novella 2103. Can you tell us what that one's about?
That
Drew, can you?
is a 21 a year,
Uh-huh.
and it's 50 years after a second American Civil War that tears America into three parts. And I like writing stories where there's only a glimmer of hope,
Right.
and you don't know who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. So I kind of
Yeah.
paint everybody as a villain, and I put a lot of very creepy stuff in that one. There's a psychotic serial killer in it, and you have his point of view. He's a little self-righteous bastard who takes all of his innocent people,
hmm
and
Those characters are always so fun, not only to write
just
about. I love writing bad guys, but to read about them. They that bad guys are so much fun.
yeah, I agree. That's probably the creepiest character to write, but the most fun character to write. I kind of felt like I was writing the Joker and Batman or something like that.
Oh, nice, nice. Now, is that you told me? Now that's a novella, and you say you're probably going to be doing more with that as well in the future. That might be an ongoing story.
I at least three parts,
Oh, okay,
so
great.
maybe two more after this one.
Oh, great, great. And I told you earlier, I was surprised when I've known you for a little while, but I didn't realize you have as much out as you do. You've got some very cool looking short stories that are available as well. And one is, I believe, called Soul Match. I love that title.
Right, that's a story about finding love despite all the differences between races. You have aliens, you have humans, and
Oh,
everyone's in a civil war on that planet. And two people of two different races are in love with each other, and it's kind of faith and deals with love.
okay,
So
fantastic. That sounds really
it's a very
good.
unusual book for me to write.
It sounds really interesting, though. And then I like this fire. Well, I like this fire. I like this title, Hellfire. Hellfire is a good title, and that's a short story, also, right?
Right, that's a test pilot for. It is. It's about a test pilot for the army. I was kind of envisioning a mech warrior sort of situation,
hmm
and there's a twist at the end where you. I don't want to give it away. But,
Oh no, don't give it away.
he's one of the best test pilots in the army, and oh no, I won't give it away.
Yeah, yeah, don't give it
But
away. Don't
you
give
get
it
to
away.
see him
People.
battling some other drones and stuff like that.
Oh, very, very cool. Very, very cool. And I'm looking through some of your other stuff here. Did we mention The Prospect? Is that also a short story, or did I just mention? I'm sorry.
That's actually it's a novel. I
Oh,
call that my
okay.
novel. But that's a prequel to the Dead Planet series. As a different character, the primary series follows a guy named Sirius Blackwell, and the prequel is 30 years prior to Sirius becoming a policeman for the agency.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
uh, the person who
Oh, Drew, I'm afraid you might be frozen up here. I'm hoping that you unfreeze. If you don't unfreeze, I'm going to remind everybody the title of that story. It's called The Prospect. And you can check that out on Drew's page on Amazon.com. I'm afraid I might have lost Drew here, and if so, then sorry about that, and I'm sorry about all the technical problems we've had tonight. Some nights, well, you folks know how the internet works. I don't have to tell you that. Some nights it works better than others, but it is a nice shot of Drew right there, and you see it right there. Drew's a good guy, and I've enjoyed talking with him. I encourage you to check out all of his stories we mentioned. I'm going to include the link to his page on Amazon.com and also to his website. You can find Drew on Facebook. You can find Drew on Twitter. He's also on Google Plus. I'm not sure how active he is there, but you can find him there as well. And make sure, I'm going to definitely check it out. Okay, I'm going to have the link down there very, very soon, or you can go to Amazon yourself and find it. Check out Reich. It's available for free right now. And if you heard Drew at the beginning, it's an awesome, awesome book. It's a great idea for a story. So check that out. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I hope you all have a great weekend. You can find me at buddygot.com, and I do Buddy's Writing Show every week. My last show was with writer Darren Wehrmouth. So if you want to check that out, you can see that here on this channel. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Drew, thank you. Thank you, Drew. And happy birthday to Drew, and I hope you all have a fantastic summer, because summer's just about to start. And if it's, oh my God, it's at like 100 degrees already here on the east coast of the U.S. So keep cool, folks. Have a great night, and have a great summer. We'll see you soon.